Hey everyone, Merrick's here, bringing you another stream, actually. I'm going to be putting my Twitch streams up on YouTube, so for any of you people that don't do Twitch, what do you mean, you people? The streams are going to be available on YouTube, so you can see them there. So if you miss out, they'll be there. A lot of people noticed I'm not posting as many videos and stuff. A lot of the reason is I cover a lot of stuff that I used to do in videos on stream. So I'll post these on YouTube and you can watch them if you want at your leisure. So anyway, this will be the first one I end up posting on YouTube after the fact. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not. Here. And usually it takes a minute for people to get in once I go live because I have to post socials and stuff. And then, so. Hey. Hey Scott, you are awesome. What's up, Scotty? Um, so we got speed ups and stuff. Have to look into these. Hey Crazy Dina, as actually he just came home like 20 minutes ago from the hospital and now he's home. So he's doing really, really well. Thanks for asking. Thank you. Viking, what's up? From the sip, how are you? Smiley, yo. I'm also gonna be posting these on YouTube, guys, for the people that don't do Twitch. I'm gonna post the replays of the stream on YouTube too, so I'm gonna start doing that. Hey, Destroyer! Thank you for the biddies, man. How are you? Yeah, it's really good news, Scott. Really good news.
Destroyer Doa cheered. X154.
What's up, Stredders? All right. So, Showdown has speed ups now. How about that? Yeah, there are quite a few actually that don't do Twitch, surprisingly. Quite a few. Why does it say I'm in League 1? What? Does anyone else have that bug? I guess I'm reloading this. I am definitely not in League 1. And it probably won't let me do anything. This is a great way to start. Let's reload this. Hey, Hot Daddy Jay, what's up? It feels weird calling anyone Hot Daddy, but, you know, how are you? Besides, if anyone's a Hot Daddy here, it's this guy. That's right. Probably adjust my window so it works, right, huh? Window capture. Weird it does this every time I crash. And back. There we go. Don't ever do that again. Come on, Yojo. Come on. Can the joy that Showdown autoplay brings be put into words, Southside? I am not sure, but we sure can try. Awesome. Hey, Hoodie, how are you? Hey, back to League 20. That's good. I was a little bit worried there for a hot minute. What's up, Big Show? I don't know, Hot Daddy. I can call you James, or I can call you Hot Daddy. Hot Daddy James, what up? Where you been all my life? Hey, Hoodie, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it. So does Champa.
Ho Zero Die Addict cheered. X200.
Wow. 25k bits lifetime? Right? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Okay. So first off, I guess I want to grab this free tour speed up thing and see how this works. Because, you know, I haven't done that. Bob! T-Bob with the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream, Bobby? Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah, it has trouble pronouncing your name, Hodai-Addict. Let's see how these speed ups work. Oh, you know, I'm doing great, Bob. Actually, son got home like 20 minutes before stream from the hospital. He's doing great. No, the King of Kings membership is for the Showdown 2x speed up. Oh, apparently the free one is too. Well, that's interesting. Still not enough reason to buy that crappy strap up pass, or that crappy King of Kings pass, rather. Don't judge me. You need King of Kings for the free one? That's not free at all. Where do you go? Do you have to equip it via perks? Is it a tour perk? What's up, lunatic? Hey, baby ice. Huh. Alright. Stinger! What's good? Oh, baby ice. I did watch Raw last night, so we're good to talk about that. I'll watch NXT tonight. Yes! 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 Evo! Thank you for the sub, my man. 21 months being subscribed. Holy heck. Okay, so we have tour speed ups active. Although, I mean, I guess I've never seen 2x speed. Oh, that started a hype train too. Jeez, thanks guys. Never seen 2x speed yet. I mean, let's find out. Here. Why not? Since I'm not done with my victory tour, let's just see what this looks like. 2x speed, this is so exciting. First time ever. Here we go. How fast is Bianca this way? Yes, yes. So, now that people have use of their hands when doing tours, what are you doing with... Never mind, that's not a good question with the people that are in my streams. Just ignore that. Hand check! What's up, Lippy? Hey, why is it 1.25? Where's my 2? Where's my 2? I watched... You must have had commercials, baby ice. Oh, there's 2! Oh, it's so fast. That's what she said. Look at that. Wow. It's like lightning in a bottle. Oh! Actually, I'm not gonna lie. That's a little bit glorious. Not gonna lie. Yes, Southside I do. Okay, that's kind of awesome. Oh, they'll for sure do it for a feud. Are you kidding? Of course they will. Yeah, baby ice. I watched Raw. I'll watch NXT tonight. I did. I really enjoyed Gargano a ton. I thought he was great, and R-Truth was amazing. I mean, this is a nice feature. I'm not gonna lie. The autoplay for tours, so I don't have to pay attention to it as much as I do like it. I didn't think I would, but I mean, like, it's pretty terrible. I love it. Yeah. Pretty great. So, like, for example, what are some of the things you could do while you were, you know, doing your tours now that you have use of your hands? Like, I know one of the things I plan on doing more, it's a goal of mine, is grooming habits. In fact, I think now is a great time to, you know, comb out the goatee a little bit. What are you doing with all your extra time? Yeah, for sure. It was. So, like, I mean, I don't like Dom, but heel Dom is really growing on me. And how about freaking Rhea? Holy crap. That scoop slam on Gallows with ease? That was impressive. Yeah, Lippy, you'll definitely want to use autoplay your moves in a certain order. I know, but it was still really good, Stinger. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was awesome. Also, for some reason, this is going to give me a lot of hate. I know. I just don't like Carl Anderson at all, and I don't like AJ at all. I do like Gallows. And the return at the very end, Baby Ice, was very interesting. It is stupid this is only for King of Kings, yes. King of Kings still not worth it. Yes! 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 Iron Sheik 84 just subscribed. Thank you so much, Sheiky, 19 months. The only person I think better than AJ active right now, Iron Sheik, is Rey Mysterio. Iron Sheik loves Rey Mysterio. Sorry, Iron Sheik, I had to do that, Sheiky. Wasn't very nice or fair. Yeah, Rhea's a beast. Rey is not the GOAT. I don't like Rey. I'm actually with Iron Sheik. I don't like Rey at all. I think I might like AJ more, which is saying something. Okay, so we saw what the 2x speed looked like. Alright, that's probably enough of that. And let's do some of this. Some of this here. Showdown tournament. Ooh, 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 ooh. Chewbob! That's who! Thanks for the bits, hoodie. Autoplay does pretty well with Lita. I would assume great. I don't know for sure, but I would assume. Me too. I'm surprised they didn't. I was expecting them to talk it out. Oh wow, Taker wasn't loaded. Alright. I need to check his trainers. Can I click to 2? No, I have to buy it. Dang, that's too bad. Speed up's getting ready. I don't want to buy it. This could backfire. This could totally backfire. No. DMO David, I love the captcha. Specifically, the captcha prevents people from auto farming overnight, auto staying active in Showdown overnight. I was so stoked to see not only the speed up, but the captcha. You have no idea. Very, very happy about the captcha. Incredibly happy. I like him a lot, Hoodie. No regrets. No regrets. I think he's one of the better Hall of Fames you could go with. So. This moveset in particular grows decently in boss battle if you want to use an exhaust guy. I personally prefer Taker, but if you don't have a good focus guy for boss battle, Heart can fit that bill, for sure. No, I don't want to match. I want to, no. Okay, good. I want to tag out. Tag out of the sub. Thank you. No, I haven't messed with Hall of Fame Dusty at all. Yet. Haven't looked into him, Stone Cold. I do think he could be another really good option, though. I don't think there are a ton of good options, so. And yeah, autoplay is like the AI, right? The AI plays some characters well, other characters not so well. For sure. Yeah, I love the captcha because it gets rid of a lot of the autoplay stuff. So super excited about that. As far as like people running auto clickers and stuff, very happy about that. Would have been happy with that years ago. So I'm glad the captcha, super glad it's in Showdown. No, yeah, Derek, if you're struggling in Showdown at all, Showdown promoters certainly make it a lot easier. They go way, way up. Can't manage from this screen. What do they go to? Like, is it 200%, 100%? I don't know. I can't remember right off, but it certainly would speed it up. There's a lot of people struggling in Showdown right now, Hoodie, if you don't have a 6-star in particular, which is a huge portion of the community that still don't have a 6-star. It is not a lot of fun out there at all. They still doesn't mean they'll have the shards. It's not just a token thing. I'm sure people will figure out a way around the captcha too, knowing the people that play this game. But for now, I'm happy it's there. Let's route. No, there should be, well, maybe 2-5. The start of today was the halfway point. So whatever you were at before this one started, double that, and that's about what should be left. Of course, there's variables like you had a few CSS, if you had a bunch of defensive wins, you know, variables like that. But, you know, you can get, yeah, you can get a bunch. Each defensive win is worth at over 900 notoriety is worth 6,600 points. It's like 2 loot pulls probably worth. I haven't looked at how much a loot pull's worth, but like close to 2 loot pulls for a defensive win. So the Showdown being able to do it twice. Yeah, which I'm good with, Piper. That's the part I like. I don't like that people like, so I don't care if somebody wants to set up, and I'm sure there's plenty of ways around the 10 thing with auto clickers. I don't know, I've never used one. But like, I don't care if somebody wants to, if they're awake and they have to check something every so often. It's no different than autoplay, right? Check at the end of every match. If you have it set up, you know, to check after every 3, 5, you know, 2, 1, whatever, not too big an issue. What I don't want is people to be able to be completely AFK, sleeping at work, that kind of thing, and be able to play. Oh yeah, I wouldn't put the pyro plate on Charlotte icon at all, Hoodie. Definitely the Dom plate, 100%. Just to make sure we get this blue match in case the AI would have been stupid. You can cycle and stack a bunch. That way. But the problem with Icon Charlotte is her move animations are slower than slow. That's the downside, you know? But if that's an option you got, go for it. Because I'm not spending money for speed up. Yeah, Shu, that's awesome. There's no way I refuse to pay for freaking speed ups. That's not happening. Ever. They're nice, but I'm certainly not paying for it for anything. Still, even if it wasn't the DX pass, still not a good enough reason. If you were in a faction that did the required stuff, yes, there were 2 free Dom plates. I think there might have been a third one, but it was a choice, or maybe they all were options. Dom plate was an option. It was 2 or 3 maybe times, but it was one time. I think every time there was choices, but a couple times it was clearly the best choice that I can remember. But yeah. We're gonna lose. We're definitely losing here. I really should have took autoplay off since it just tagged in. Woo! China doesn't need blast gems to help her out. Hey, Mushmo. Come here, Mo. Momo, come here. I don't know if anyone has seen you. Come here, Mo. Momo. Well, you're out the window looking outside of the door. Come here, bud. Come on. Here. Here. Here, bud. Momo. Hey, hi. Hi. I know, you want down. I took you from what you're doing. Okay. Go have fun. Love you. Good kitty. And then Dexter is sleeping right here to the side. You can't see him, but he's right here to the side. So, if they did speed up for boss battle, they should put it in the scouting missions. That would be cool. It's part of the scouting missions. You max the scouting mission for the speed up, you get the 2 times speed. Otherwise, it's like 1.25 or something. That would be cool. I'd be fine with that. I just don't want to do this pay thing for the modes. I think Cody winning the Rumble and going to Mania would be amazing. Baby Ice, that would be my pick. I like Riddle a lot, but honestly, I want Cody. Really want Cody to win the title. And I think Mania would be like the most amazing place. Ah, right on, Bring His Glory. Thank you so much. I got a pretty decent beard. Goatee's much longer. That's the way I like it. About the length I like. I could trim the mustache up a little bit. I'll probably do that in the next couple days. It's getting kind of long. And I definitely, so Sasha's good, but I definitely prefer Rhea, especially now. So Rhea was amazing in NXT, and then I didn't care for her when she was doing the whole thing with Charlotte. I felt like, was she a heel? Was she a face? You know, I didn't really feel like she had much identity to me. And then this new Judgment Day Rhea is by far her best version. And this version, I would love to see win the Royal Rumble. I think she's been amazing. Also, there's not enough good, genuinely good lady heels. So, like, Bayley's incredible. And I think Shayna Miller, to a good point, Shayna would make an amazing heel. And honestly, Ronda is like Shayna Light. Shayna is way better than Ronda at everything when it comes to wrestling. So, I would love to see Shayna get utilized more. So that would be great. Okay, so if Rock comes back, I don't want it to be for a title, right? Like, so how I would want to see Rock and Roman is for like head of the family kind of thing. Like, okay, I'm the best the family has ever had versus I'm the best the family has ever had. You know what I mean? And like the winner take all as far as the title of tribal chief, you know, head of the family sort of thing. That's how I personally would book Rock and Roman, because it makes no sense to me to have Rock hold a title or win a title or compete for a title, because if the title's up, Rock's not going to win it, and you know right away he's not going to win it. But I think if it was for like head of the family rights, I think that would be really cool. I love the bloodline stuff. I can't get enough of Honorary Uce, Sami Zayn. I could watch him all day, every day. And I think they could go anywhere with this. So there's that. Yeah, Pat. So yeah, I think standalone would be great between those two. Right, Viking? I don't care what Theory does as long as he loses the cash in. He is not no. I don't want Theory as a world champion at all. All right, baby ice. Got it. Now as for the Cody, so I think Rock should happen not this year at Mania, right? Like I would let that wait till Roman ends up dropping the straps whenever that is. So I've always said, when Roman finally loses, I want it to mean something. Oh, I don't want spoilers for before I've seen it. Like, we can talk about Raw if you want. Just don't talk about NXT because I can't watch it till tonight. And then just, like, tell people ahead of time, sort of thing. That being said, I think it would be a really great story. There's a bunch of different ways that would be really cool for Cody to win the title, right? Wrestling family versus wrestling family. They could work that angle with Roman, right? He's got the Dusty heritage. Roman has all of the heritage in his family, so they could do that. You know, like our family's the better wrestling dynasty sort of thing. So they could go that angle. If they wanted to, they could go. Let's say Orton comes back and has a title. Randy and Cody have a huge history. So there's a great story there. Whether they use it on a title run or not, I don't know, but I think there's a really good story there. After Hell in the Cell, especially. So when he came back at Mania, I thought it was the match of Mania for me. I thought it was by far the best. Okay, I should have been paying attention. Apparently she tagged out again. Or Taker tagged out again. And then the Hell in the Cell match to me was amazing too. So I'm all in on Cody. I don't really care how he wins. I just want him to win. I think it would be better, more fun, maybe more fitting if he were to win the Rumble, and then you have the build up to Mania, whoever that's against, if it's still Roman at that point or not. The downside to that would be Cody doesn't need to be made. He's made himself. Whereas somebody else beating Roman makes their career, potentially. So, like, in that regard, someone like Gunther beating Roman, or Braun Breaker beating Roman makes more sense to make them like literally whoever beats him, they could make a superstar for an entire generation. And I think that makes more sense. Although I could see Roman being in a three-way, dropping one strap without losing, if that makes sense, where he loses one of the titles, but he doesn't actually lose. Someone else gets pinned. I could see that, because then they could keep going with he's had the title XYZ, right? Long. I could see that. But when Roman does lose clean, and I want it to be clean, hey, thanks, Benny. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Benny. I want it to be preferably in a way that makes somebody. Cody doesn't need it, but I would still take it because I like Cody so much. Also, what would be really awesome, like really, really awesome, is Jay to turn on Roman and cost him the title. After all, because like he always seemed, and he does a great job playing it, Jay has never been okay with the whole situation, right? It's always kind of been begrudgingly almost, you know, and Roman kind of craps on Jay all the time and stuff. And I would be fine with Jay having a title run. We saw when he was on his own, he's a great tag champion, but he was forced to, exactly. He's a great tag champion, but he's even better, in my opinion, solo. And I think he could carry a strap for a while. So, like, there's so much good stuff right now that it sucks. As much as I love the Bloodline story, and I think they've done a great job with it in building Roman, I want to see Sammy with the title. I want to see Cody with the title. I want to see Jay turn on him and grab a title. These are things I would love to see. I don't think Triple H would hold a grudge against Cody, personally. They both strike me as very common sense, no nonsense wrestling guys, right? Triple H doesn't care what you look like. He cares if you can wrestle. Yeah, Sammy, I want KO to have another title run. Honestly, I really want Orton to have another title run too. I don't know where all this stuff fits in, right? I don't know where it all fits in. Yes, Triple H is not stupid, and neither is Steph at all. Good business people. So let's do this. Sammy and KO need to do their whole program again, right? Sammy and KO can win a tag title together. They can turn on each other. They can fight against each other, preferably for titles. Right? They do need to split the belts back because there's so many good championship matches. Yeah, as much as I didn't think I was going to like the auto feature, it's pretty amazing. I'm sitting here playing Showdown, and I'm able to actually talk the whole time. I'm losing some because, you know, I'm not paying attention to the tag outs, but whatever, right? It's definitely nice. Yeah, Baby Ice. I have to say, I missed the CM Punk era, right? So all I know about CM Punk is what I've seen since he came back to AEW. And what a spoiled freaking baby. At least from what I saw of that post interview, I wouldn't want anything to do with that guy. He seemed so self-centered, selfish, and self-absorbed. I couldn't believe it. Oh yeah, Orton is incredible, Hoodie. Like, in the ring, on the mic, all around, at the stage, at the point he's at in his career, Orton is arguably all around better than any point ever. Punk is for sure a huge draw, no question. At some point, too, yes, revisiting a Seth Roman matchup would not be a bad thing for me, because what shocked me, yeah, Pat, was that stat that it had been almost 3 years since Seth held a title. Is there anyone capable of being relevant in and out without a strap than Seth? I mean, like, for real. Side plate check. Oh, see it there. Can you tell what the side plate is there in leather? You can't see it? It's Mick Foley's title. I don't know, Zandel. Yeah, I don't know, Anton. Like I said, honestly, I don't have a dog in the fight. I was not a fan ever because I missed his run. I don't know him at all. Like I haven't followed him. Just from the outside looking in, that was kind of a first impression sort of thing. Not a fan, right? Like that just didn't seem like a very good way. Yeah. Thanks, Benny. To represent oneself. Yeah, Crazy Dina, that's another one that's wild to me. Seth and KO and Sammy don't need straps to be relevant at all. And I would argue at this point now, Roman won't either, right? Like, Roman, after this run, won't need a strap. Oh, I think you're not wrong. Punk would certainly be a draw. There's no way he wouldn't be a draw. Like, it's just the way it is. Now, right on, Southside. Anyway, yeah, this thing is amazing. It's the only replica belt I have. I gotta say, though, impressed. Oh, crap. Yes! 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 Fatty Cakes, 18 months. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Interested. That's interesting, Anton. How do you feel about him, by the way? CM Punk, that is. Hey, Gav, how are you, buddy? How are you? I do have to say, I definitely like the autoplay feature. I didn't think I would, but I do. I can admit when I'm wrong, and I was really definitely wrong about the autoplay. The speed up, there's no question that was going to be nice, but autoplay, I was like, eh. But I definitely like it. Oh, good night, Id. Thank you for being on. Appreciate it. But yeah, there's so many good storylines now, and stuff going on. I do have to say I have really enjoyed the Miz Dexter Loomis angle and stuff. Just good times, right? And Lord knows what they're gonna do with Bray. I've enjoyed both of the big promos since he's been back. The other thing going on behind it, the circle and stuff, I'm very interested to see. I like that it seems like we're getting away from supernatural Bray and more towards like maniacal, possibly slightly sadistic evil Bray. So I think everything is lined up for that to be super entertaining. What's up, Momo? What do you see? Hi. Oh, you see a bug, huh? You're trying to get that fly. Hey, Maverick. Mavi, come here. You want to say hi, Mavi? Come here, Mav. Yeah, for sure, Anton. Yeah, I really hope he gets the right kind of support for him with Triple H, because I think Bray has so much going on. You gotta give him freedom, but also kind of channel the stuff so he doesn't get sidetracked. Like in ring, I really liked him in ring when he was like Eater of Worlds Bray. Like I felt like his moves were stiff, fast, hurt, made sense. The little spider thing he did was kind of weird, not really my style. But the rest of the moves, whether it was like sentons, clotheslines, shoulder tackles, all were cool, fun to watch. They look like they hurt, which is what you want. You want to buy into it, make it be believable. And I really like that style, fast paced. A lot of times it would be slow, methodical, and then fast. But then like the Fiend style just didn't work for me personally. Um, and I get that and I don't know how much of that was him or Vince or everybody, but I feel like Triple H. I mean, they got that writer, that Marvel writer and crap. That's got to help with the story and stuff. And they do all the neat little stuff with the QR codes and crap you would have never seen in WWE, right? But yeah, there's just so much going on, and a lot of the stuff that's happening, it doesn't really matter if they have a title or not. That's what I really like about it, is that all the matches, for the most part, most weeks, seem like most of the matches matter. You know? Yeah, he's a good cult leader type, for sure, Scon. He fits that mark. Yeah, Hoodie. They play DX Triple H right, for sure. Yeah, I think so too. Like, I think people might clamor for Bray to have a title right away. But I think he would be better without a title, if that makes sense. I mean, like, how often, like, time-wise, for as good as Taker was, did he actually hold a world title? Like, I know he did a few times, but it's not like most of the time. I don't remember Taker most of the time having a title, right? Like, interesting. F it. Let's see what happens. Exactly. I mean, right now, I don't know. I think after the Tribal Chief run, Hoodie, before this, yes, 1000%. I'm really interested while I'm enjoying it. I know you said you're over it, but while I'm enjoying it, I am interested to see what happens with Roman after, and if he needs one. A while back, Lunatic Fringe. Yeah, so above 75% is times 80 kick out. Above 50% is times 40. And then it's times 15 below 25%, I believe is how it is. Something like that. Where it used to be times 20 at the top. So the lowest kickout boost is almost as high as it used to be when you were full life. I get that, Hoodie. Yes. Protect Gem guys got murdered. Yeah, Scon. Sammy's been amazing. Like, I've had a few people say he's not really their cup of tea, but for the vast majority, most people are like, say, dude, Sammy's... Don't tag out. Okay. Sammy's killing it. And he absolutely is. He is incredibly fun to watch. And so over, right? I mean, literally, Sammy is a weaselly heel, right? Like, he's the weaseliest of heels. When are weaselly heels ever over? And he is over. Oklahoma Thunder, I feel like all of the old cards should get a boost. They should have some of their MP charges lowered to reasonable, like 7, 8 charge is what I mean by reasonable, instead of 8, 9, and 10 charge kind of thing. And then they should have the move damage updated. They don't really need to do anything with the gem damage because they still do the moves properly and stuff. But like, yeah, I think that would be great. Yeah, Big Show for sure. And that's more what, like... So the other thing, and I suggested this a while ago, and I know this is nothing new. I've been saying on this on stream for a long time. I honestly think it would help Scopely, and players would love it, if one of the weekend cards a month was essentially a rework. Meaning they maybe updated the moves slightly, like MP cost and damage, not crazy, so it did take a lot of time. Then they added 3 gears of completely like free gear, a grind gear that you could chase for grinding, and then a paywalled gear. And like, you know, that would essentially revive these older characters. It would save them a ton of development time. We would get to use cool people, let's say like Tech DDP, for example. Stardust would be another one. Heck, Acro Macho Man, grr, you know, things like that, right? And I think that would be a win all around. And would require much less design time. And be a lot of fun. I just didn't want the AI to tag me out. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. Because there's a lot of these older characters we really like. I mean, like, and also, like, some of the Legend era ones. I'm sure it did, Southside. I'm sure it did. They do that. Yeah, so here's the deal. Normal trainers, like the generic normal trainers, MP, gem generate, and special gem generate. So like blast gem, botch gem, whatever. Those trainers all need to be available to players. They shouldn't be paywalled or unavailable, right? So Matt Hardy and Sin Cara come to mind right away, and Rizar. So it's just not, it doesn't make sense for a base requirement to compete, really, to be paywalled like that at this point in the game. I get it for like other cards when they come in with new abilities and stuff, but these ones, that should just be something everyone has access to. Like if you don't have Rusev, JBL should be at this point like in the league loot where you can pull JBL, because everyone needs a blast gem generate. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. All of the MP trainers should be in the league loot. All that kind of stuff. Let's see how my defense has been doing while we've been playing. 5-minute loss, 9-minute win, loss, 17 win. That was a nice little streak there. Loss. Not that great. It's okay though. Let's see if they have some easier targets for me. Ooh, that's rough, Mayo. Oh, that's not really how it works, Scon. Not really how it works, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out a really good way of saying this and kind of explaining what it's like. Mr. Robinson, to answer your question, I don't know. I'm gonna very much, though, I got lucky there. He didn't match blue. I'm gonna very much assume that you are gonna need the King of Kings pass either way. No, Scon, it's not like talking to a wall. So and I'm just trying to make sure I think I'm fine talking about any of this stuff. Just trying to double check. I can't see any of it being what's the word? NDA, right? So I just am trying to think before I completely talk, so I don't say anything stupid. That could actually get me in trouble. So basically how it works is we have one person that we communicate with, we being the CCs. Some exceptions. So Gerson is also a mod. So G is a mod and a CC. So the mods have access to another, at least one, maybe two Scopely employees that I don't talk to because they're mods. So he's a little bit of an exception. I have Furpo to talk to, and we have a content creator group chat. Most of it's done there, and it's pretty much strictly, for the most part, about the characters. Like, you know, when they come out, very rarely we're told that there's going to be something. Usually it would be phrased like, there's going to be something big this week, be ready, and that's not very often, per se. But once in a blue moon, like with icons, maybe 3 days in advance, if we're lucky, we might hear, okay, there's going to be some icon stuff, kind of be ready about this. For the most part, it's, we literally don't know who the character is until we see the blog. So the exception is Gerson reveals the blog, so he might know about it like 4 hours before all of us do. That's it now. There used to be a confidential room where you'd see the preview like a day early if you were in the room, which consisted of a few people. But they kind of, it's still there, but almost all the time it never goes there anymore. Like maybe 1 out of 6 contests, if that. That's just a guess on the numbers. So I really don't even look there too often anymore because there's almost never anything there now. So the last time there was, I basically missed it being early at all. So mostly it's literally like when the card comes out, poster comes out, telling them if there's anything wrong, like move description, if we notice things not working, stuff like that. Hey, McLovin, how are you, buddy? How's Sharn? Hope you're having a good, it's probably late night for you. Good night, early morning. So there have been 2 or 3 calls in the past 4 months that I've been a part of with a couple additional Scopely employees, including the guy that's in charge of UI design. And this, so now when I say all of this, keep in mind there's specific departments to a game. So like the person that works on UI doesn't fix bugs. He only works on the UI user interface for the game, right? He's a really cool dude. He's newer to Scopely, I want to say 4 or 5 months, and like he wants to streamline the game, less time in menus, more stuff visually, whether it's things, and these I know I'm allowed to talk about, because now keep in mind the stuff I'm saying is not a guarantee that it'll make it into the game, and there's no time frame. But we've seen designs working on how even straps show up, how pre-feud lineups show up, TP slider, really big, nice quality of life fixes so that you can see way more things at a glance. What do straps actually do? What do medals actually do? Yes, McLovin, that's for a reason. That's to stop auto-clicking in Showdown. Captcha should be on pretty much all modes. So yeah, I'm super excited to see the captcha. Very, very happy about that. They added speed up to Showdown, which is great. And then the captcha helps from people being able to stay active overnight when they would set up auto clickers. And it stops people from setting up auto clickers to farm all night. So captcha is amazing. I'm so glad it's there. A lot of people do that. I'm aware of a lot of people that were doing that. So. No, great, you can't do that. Id. So free to play, I would really focus on this zombie Dominic. I think he is the best head and shoulders tech that a free to play is going to have access to. The downside is he's defensive shards, so once you get to 6-star, it might be a wait. Although I don't know how close you are to having a 6-star. But free to play Zombie Dom is extremely good. Did your faction pick up a Z plate from this event by chance? Because a Z plate is very nice on Tech Dom. It's not necessarily needed for him to be your best card, it just helps a lot. Different, Viking, very different. I would say, though, yes. Scon, yeah, so honestly, Purpo definitely tells the team feedback that we give him. I have no question about that. What the team does with that, though, I never really end up knowing, right? So a lot of stuff has been passed on by me, others well before I was a CC, but the team changes, so it doesn't hurt to revisit it at times, because there's a lot of turnover, game design changes, things like that. But yes, so I know I've mentioned what I told you guys about the events with the gears and stuff, a couple different places, including the call. So I also mentioned wanting, you know, for a bunch of us that hate trivia but would still like web coins, I actually last call mentioned how about a month-long blitz that had no difficult requirements, no specific requirements, that you could earn web coins for, so that you could grind web coins playing the game instead of farming trivia. And they seem to like that idea. I don't know that it'll ever happen, but I don't know if that, I hope that's not what led to this month-long Dominic thing, for sure, because that is not web coins and not at all what I had in mind. But I did suggest that 2 calls ago, or 2 months ago, because I don't like trivia, and I'd much rather play the game, and then that could still drive, if the idea for trivia is to drive people to the portal, then you just put the webcoin claims on the portal. You know how, like, you get the community events, and you hit X milestone, you go claim it on the portal? You just do the same thing, but with blitzes. As you hit the milestones, you go to the portal to claim it. Oh, hey, Sensei, you're I noticed after I clicked Sensei that was you. You're probably trying to get above 900. I am sorry. After I hit you, I'll put fodder defense in, Sensei, as soon as this is done, and then you can hit me back. Give me 2 seconds after this is over. I'll get you straightened. Sorry, buddy. Right, Wilpus? That to me isn't trivia, right? That's obscure questions. Trivia would be like, you know, what year did Hogan win his first title? You know, like important stuff at, you know, that kind of thing. That's actually trivia, not obscure questions, but it's whatever. Are you sure, Sensei? Because literally it'll take 2 seconds. I do not mind. Scon, most of the time, and I don't know if this is accurate because often how we feel is based on perception, not reality, right? Most of the time, I feel like I have next to no impact on the game, especially from like Scopely's end. I feel like I have zero impact or meaningful input on the game. Most of the things I would like to see in the game, I don't think ever will, and I have no idea if anyone really is that matters is ever listening for trying to change the game for the better. I do think sometimes I have an impact trying to help the player base, although I feel lately like I haven't done much that's super helpful, which like as far as anything really meaningful, but I think part of that is the game's at a weird spot with 6-star being very difficult to get. So there's a bigger gap between have and have not than normal, and there's nothing I can really do to help anyone get a 6-star. Right? I can help people make a choice, maybe. But even that, they have to do for themselves because I don't know their whole roster and I don't have that kind of time. But it's a shard thing and a token thing. Great. So here's the problem. She's really high charge. We don't know where perks are going to go right now. She'll hit hard. She leaves some botch gems, but the thing is, that moveset doesn't recycle, and Kickout has been buffed to Kingdom Come to the point that even if she leaves botch gems, if they hit a 3 match on anything else, they're basically kicking out. That build set doesn't recycle. So while I really like her and I want to say yes, I would say no. Honestly, right now, if you don't have Super Stacy, Motu Becky is really the only, what I would say, good choice. But if you need to make a choice, then a 6-star is better than no 6-star. Right? But at the same time, I don't know how long it's going to take you to recoup those resources, if that makes sense. Yeah, if you don't have a 6-star right now, Showdown is going to be brutal, right? Like, I mean, absolutely brutal. Feud, if you don't have a big lineup, like I can get done with Feud super fast because I score like 5 or 6 million a Feud because you just run a huge lineup and get the 6 stars to beat up on. Yeah, F your 8 million pin, right? That's exactly what it is, too. So right now, and that's probably why you're seeing less content from me in general, is I don't really know if there's anything I can do really to help people. As far as event breakdowns, how would you break this event down? There are so many variables. People ask me, like, where can you get in the contest? Heck if I know. I mean, there's daily variables. I don't know. Are you doing both of your showdowns? Yeah. Lord, who knows? I mean, if you get 10 defensive wins, that's 60k points. That's a ton. But a lot of people can't get defensive wins. So I don't even really know how to advise people a lot of times. And like perks are in flux. So generally what I say is pick those people that aren't perk dependent that'll still be good without perks. Because you just don't know how the game is going to change and when. So right now I feel like it's a really hard place to predict. The only thing I feel very comfortable on talking about with any confidence is boss battle, and in particular the breakers, because you're always going to need the breakers. You know? Yeah. Sorry, Scon. And yeah, it's a combination. Do you have the tokens or do you have right, Scott, exactly. I mean like realistically, if you can do all of this crap, right? Like you can do all this crap without CSS. I think 6.5 million is pretty likely, but you got to be able to do all this crap. And then I don't know that for sure. That's just what seems likely. I'm going to score higher than that, but you can't go off of my score. I had a decent amount of defensive wins and I have a decent amount of CSS. So It's really hard to say. Yes, great. Acro Warrior is one of those multi-tool kits. Like him a ton. Like some of the safest picks to me would be that people are likely to have or might have. Acro Warrior is super safe pick, I think. I think Mutant Seth is a really safe pick. DX Triple H, really safe pick. Characters like that are super duper safe picks, in my opinion. That come to mind immediately. For Hall of Fame, I think Hall of Fame Taker is a very safe pick. That especially if you have a Titan plate, but also theoretically as time goes on, Titan plates will become more available. You would think, theoretically, don't know if that's true. If you don't have, if you're like more on the free-to-play spectrum, if you don't have a lot of high-end stuff, I think Hall of Fame China's a pretty safe play because you can stun lock people. If you have a ton of really nice stuff, I think Wendy's pretty decent. So it really depends. Oh, I kind of answering your question, Bring Us Glory. I personally am gonna go Taker Wendy, but I have everything for Wendy. Without everything for Wendy, you definitely gonna have probably better consistency with China. Yeah, Scott. Almost helps Warrior, but I don't think you need it, but certainly helps, right? So does an all heart plate with Warrior help a bunch. As far as like completely free to play options, if you got Becky's gear from the store, from the gear loot, or happen to have it, everything for Wendy, the big thing is 17k Santa Hogan. A tiara, 17k Santa, both are gears for the extra black gem generate, and then either a 17k Hall of Fame Bree or a 21k Riddle for the 2 gem generate at black gems, and then Matt Hardy. So Wendy is super solid when you can run her Steel, Hardy, Bree or Riddle, and Santa Hogan, because then you can turn 1 all the stuff. Yeah, so the strap pass is the one pass that I would absolutely recommend buying, Sib, for that reason. I get it though, it's $8 and not everyone has $8 to spend. 17k Santa, then Bring His Glory, and then 2 gears. So yes and no, Dina. In this event, for example, I almost always lower my defense. The people know, I'm sure by now, typically when you see me in just about every Showdown event, I have a lowered defense. This one, I have one designed to get me points. That'll sneak up on you if you're not paying attention. Because defensive wins count for a ton. So let's just take a look here where I'm at. This is without spending a dime. And I'm actually on pace to have an outside shot of maxing it, of getting all these bonus milestones. I was on pace for about 8.3 million. And this one alone is 10 tokens, which is huge for me. So this event in particular, I get it. It sucks though. But this is one where I get why people are keeping a defense in, and me, who usually doesn't keep a defense in, absolutely is. Because every one of those defensive wins is 6k points. And when you get into the bonus milestones, 6k points is a lot. Especially over like the 4 days we're going to have this showdown in all of the matches. So 6,600 exactly. Thanks, Flo. By comparison, you can a loot coin is only 2,500. I mean, Sib, that's just about every event. That's the way it works, though. I mean, like, I'm doing it free, but this is better than most of them, simply because you don't have to spend. You need a bigger roster. I'm not spending much anymore. I used to spend a lot, but yeah. Like I said, the gap between have and have not in this game has never been bigger because 6-star makes such a huge difference. And yeah, if you don't have 6-star, you're going to have one heck of a time getting through this showdown. Once, let alone twice each day. And then to get defensive wins without a 6-star, good luck. I mean, they're going to be super hard. There are a few exceptions. If you have, I'm sure you've seen Flo's defense by this point. That definitely doesn't have a 6-star in it, but he's got a very, very good 5-star gold with stuff that I don't have, for example. So yeah, it's incredibly hard. And most of the things are, and that's why FOMO is so big in this game, is because the more stuff you have, the easier it is to keep getting stuff generally. So a lot of people, that's why they'll spend on ridiculous offers that are the worst things ever because they think they need to do it to keep up. I just quit caring about keeping up, and I just get what I end up getting. And lucky for me, I have a big roster at this point. I get that. I bet it is. So I cannot imagine, like literally, I don't have a 6-star lady, but if I didn't have Lita here hot tagging in, this would be brutal even for me. What am I going to do against a wall of 6-star ladies without one? It's gonna, if Liv cascades, it's kind of over, right? So I can't imagine, it's hard enough this way. Luckily, like, this will be my last event without a 6-star lady. But I have shards to take somebody up. A bunch of you guys don't have shards or you don't have the tokens. So I get it. Like, right now is probably the least fun you've had in a long time if you don't have a 6-star. And I tried saying this on the forum, like, 3 months ago now, Flo? When I talked about the buckets in Showdown and how it was going to be a problem both ways. It was going to be a problem for people wanting to get attacked more and a problem for people getting attacked too much. And that's what we have this Showdown. You have people like me about in the middle attack-wise, but I can't buy enough attacks. Like, I want to be attacked non-stop. And I'm being attacked some, not bad, right? Then you have people like my buddy Hansen, who is always, literally every showdown in the worst bucket. Some showdowns I literally can put fodder in, not be attacked once. And then the next showdown I get attacked like crazy. Then there's this bucket thing that's a huge problem both ways, because there's not consistency. Yeah, Sensei. And the problem is normally, seemingly jabroni, and they can switch during the event. Some people seem to always be in a good bucket, or like my buddy Hansen, always in the bad one. Like, Hansen is screwed more often than not. I use the term buckets, bring his glory. When you look at Showdown, when you're refreshing, do you notice you mostly see the same 20 people? If you're noticing that, you might see the same 20 people all Showdown, maybe 30 people. It seems like when Showdown starts, yeah, you get put in a group, or what a lot of us call bucket, right? But you get put in this group, and that's just who you see all Showdown based on where your notoriety is. Sometimes not even so much that, but usually, you know, there's a 300-point swing up or down, and you see the same people the whole Showdown that are in that notoriety bracket as you. I think it's the way the matchmaking works, and I think that like you must start out in like pools of people, and you can only pull from that pool. That is my guess. Some people are in an active pool, because you'll also notice a lot of times when you start a Showdown, you see the people at 200, like 6 hours in, that clearly have an automatically set defense. Those are probably people no longer even playing the game. So you might be in a bracket that has a bunch of inactive people, which is why you don't get attacked. So I based on there's been no confirmation anywhere that there are these pools or these buckets, but it just based on the way the game works and performs, I don't think there's any way that's not how it is. I think and pretty much all of the higher level, smarter people I talk to think that's accurate as well. I mean, anyone else, feel free to disagree if you think that's not accurate, but that's basically what I mean there. And I don't know how it works, but I've known for a while it's a problem, and I've tried to say stuff multiple times. And I knew we were going to have an event. I honestly thought it would, I was worried more about it from you guys, like the perspective that someone's not going to have 6 stars and they're just going to get attacked the whole showdown long, like they do all the time back in the day when 5-star gold first came out and 5-star bronze first came out. This happens every time. It's just way worse now because usually once you had the tokens, you had a character, right? Now you guys might have the tokens to maybe do 1, 2, probably 3 people, but you don't have the shards. Yeah, right, McLovin? But you don't have the shards. So now there's 2 things that you need to line up. So that's why there's a bigger gap, I think, than ever before. Because if you're a spender, you have way more shards in way more areas and you're much more likely to have them. You also have cash to refresh the boss store. You would think so, Bring His Glory. You would think so. Yep, Andre the Giant. It's... until this month, it's been very difficult for me too. I had Gable. Then I had Taker. Because the Hall of Fame tokens. Yeah, and the shard bottleneck will just get bigger if it stays to take someone's 6-star silver. Absolutely. This is funny. Mirror match. But I have a 6-star. The bells and whistles for Wendy, Anton. Both Wendy gears. The second one is the important one because it adds 1 to your black gem generate. 17k Santa Hogan, so you don't need to use 2 MP trainers. And then ideally either 17k Bree or 21k Riddle for 2 black gem generate. Then you can run Steel and Hardy. And you can run Riddle / Bree and 17k Santa. You also want a Tiara, because then you get 50% gem boost. Hopefully you have a Hall of Fame gem damage strap that was there when you could get the lady ones. There's a 25 and a 50% one. It was from an event. I know I didn't buy them, but I have a 50% gem damage strap. And I happen to put my Fury 2s on mine. She'll need as much of that as she can get. As she recycles, you're going to win on the second cycle with her. You're not going to win on turn 1 unless they keep feud perks. This is at 6-star, the way they are with the huge multiply boost, but I don't think they will keep them. Don't tag. You are going to likely win on turn 2 on the second cycle. Yeah, Andre, this, like I said, if you don't have a bunch, I bet, Flo. The tour was crazy. That's for sure. So yeah, I mean, there's certain things, and this is where I don't know. You would need somebody, I think, that plays the game a fair amount on the developer side to see this sort of thing coming, right? Like, if somebody says in a meeting like, hey, shards have been useless forever, people complain about shards all the time, okay, we'll just add them to making a 6 superstar. Like, theoretically, I could see this conversation happening and how everybody thinks this is a great idea. Okay, shards will be meaningful, people will like it, they'll quit complaining about not having anything to do with them. Like, legitimately, I can see that thought process. But if they had asked someone who played the game a lot and said it was going to cost this many shards, every one of us would have been like, bro, that might be fine for your mega whales, but like, even somebody like me who admittedly, I'm VIP. What am I? Am I 11 now? Whatever it is. I mean, I've spent. I just because I haven't spent much the last 3-4 months doesn't mean the previous 3 years I wasn't spending $50 a week. I mean, there's like 3 years, $50. That's like, oh, that's like, I got like probably $4,000 in this account, right? Something like that. A lot, right? Yeah. No? 100. I spend, yeah, 200 a month, 2,400 a year. So yeah, I got like 7 grand in this account. 7 grand. Like WTF. So even if I'm not spending much now, I was spending a lot. And when 6 stars came out, I did not have enough shards to take even one. The only reason I barely squeaked in on Gable. So what is a free, like, what? Yeah, for sure, Andre the Giant. So it's not, and it depends who you talk to. People tend to think the way it is for you is the way it is for everyone, right? And that's the hard thing to see, is that, well, this event is doable for me. It's a grind. It's not a hard grind, as you're seeing, right? It's not hard for me, but it's also not fast. And I have a lot of nice stuff. So for the average Joe to be doing this twice a day, that's gotta suck balls. Yeah, McMenemy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. It's been a good month for you. You're about the only one. In fact, you are the only one because of Feud. I'm 12. I just squeaked into 12. You do get VIP points daily and stuff, and I've been playing a long time. But I just squeaked into 12. I've been at least 7 grand over 3 years at $50 a week. But I don't spend that anymore. I don't get the backstage pass anymore most of the time. You can see most weeks I don't have it. Don't have it this week. I actually didn't spend even when 20 bucks could have got me Bobby to do his victory tour for the tokens and all this stuff, and I didn't even spend the 20 bucks to get Bobby. I waited till this month to recruit him in Showdown. Yeah, Sensei, like, honestly, I don't know if it's worth it for me, but I want the tokens because I'm so close to being able to take Woods and tech Triple H to 6 star. I just need the tokens. And Woods is the chaotic, and I'll have a 6 star for chaotic for boss battle, and he also plays different, so I like him. I don't know that it's necessarily worth it either, you know? Because this isn't, I mean, I'm streaming, so this part is fine. But when I'm not streaming and I'm doing this, it is not fun at all. Yeah, he came home, MJ. He came home. I would show you the scar on stream, but I feel like it might be a little too graphic for some people that are sensitive. He has 35 staples. It goes from right below his chest to slightly above his groin. It's over a foot long, 35 staples. But he's doing great. It's pretty brutal. That I bet, Swavy. I'm pretty good. It's great to have him home, man. Like, so good. Oh yeah, Hoodie, for sure. The best is when I work. What did I go into regular show? What an idiot. I went into regular Showdown. Hey, got him. The most funny one was I got a 6-star Umaga when this was in reverse, and I was using I alternated between Jimmy and Jeff for lulls. SP8 got me. Let's get him back. Oh. So yeah, I do think the game is in a little bit of a dangerous place health-wise, simply because what I would call the middle class of the game, the people that play events a lot, do a lot of stuff in the game, are active but don't necessarily spend a lot. A lot of them are pretty defeated, disenfranchised, that sort of stuff right now. And the game needs those players too. A decent amount, Jabroni, yeah. Not like the 2 or 3 times a minute like I'd like, but yeah, I'll take it. It's enough, hopefully. Honestly, I'm on a pretty good pace. I think I'll be able to get to the 10 Hall of Fame tokens almost for sure. Not Hall of Fame tokens, 6-star tokens, so I can't complain no matter what happens. I could be in poor Hansen's bucket. I feel so bad for him. He never ends up in a good bracket. It's like every single showdown for him. Yeah, so honestly, boss battle is why I stick around right now. I have a ton of fun with it. I enjoy running people through it. I like talking about it. That's how I'm building my roster. In fact, if you look at my 6-stars, you can completely see that's how I'm building my roster. I don't give a crap about building it for feud anymore. There just isn't a lot other reason for me to play right now. The other reason you want an attractive defense is so you can find easier targets. Oh, hey, this guy's nice. Yeah, Scon. I think last boss battle I spent at least 14 hours running people through. Lucky enough that there were 3 cool healers that had level 10 healing that grouped with me. They kind of rotated through while I was doing a bunch of it, and it was a lot of fun. I streamed a couple hours of it. Yeah, I do like that. That's the only time I'm a good faction mate, legitimately. And the rest of the time I'm pretty trash faction mate. Yeah, Andre, honestly, did not think I was gonna get Zianka. I ended up getting her. I doubt I'll get anyone else this month. Most of the time now it's just the chase for me too. And then typically I get the Showdown one the next month. Really is, Hoodie. I think there's no question, or very little question, pretty much, McMenemy, that I think Zianka is probably the best lady Showdowner. I think I'd rather use her even than Liv. This is at 6-star. She definitely needs 6-star. She's fun before then and good, but she needs 6-star. No question. That bleed is crazy, and she's incredible on defense. Liv and Bianca would be the two in Showdown for sure. And I think Bianca will certainly be up there in feud for sure in the top 4 or 5 ladies. I would think. Andre, I talked about this, I think, on my server today, or maybe it was in Faction. So typically, I max the event, usually during this past weekend that we had, and I get the 5-star bronze recruit, usually on Monday or Tuesday. This time, I didn't max the event until Monday, so about 2-3 days late. And I won't get the chase until the faction midweek event ends. So I do think that it's been slower to this point, but there are a ton of Ray shards in the faction event that's up for this midweek. If your faction finishes top 10, you get 500. I believe top 20 is 250. So that the downside is that if you're not in one of those factions, the shards that were usually other places got moved to that place. So if you're not in one of those factions, unless you're really close, or unless Feud Weekend has a lot, you're probably going to come up empty. Does that make sense? Hey Darren, how are you, man? So every month, and this is why I kind of really got irritated after a while about doing the pace, is the pace is totally inaccurate, right? Like, because you don't know how the event is planned. There's a bucket or a pool of shards that they give out for each event, and you don't know if those are more planned in week 1 or week 5. There's no way of knowing. Or week 4, right? So it always was just an arbitrary number. But people are always like, how am I doing on the event? Well, I don't actually, no one really knows, because who knows what Scopely's going to do, right? But if you go on the average, you're either ahead of the average or behind. Generally, week 1 is super busy, and you get half of the shards in week 1, or close to it. At least, you know, you might be like over 1,000 for sure, if you do all the stuff. But the bulk of my shards come in week 1, and then it's slow the rest of the way. Yeah, they will, Hoodie. For sure. You guys look like you're on pace to be in the top 3, no problem. And then you get, was it 1,000 shards for third? Second is like 1,500 maybe, and first is 2,000 shards. Really handy for, so again, part of the thing of the rich get richer. I mean, it's true, for sure. But also at the same time, it does make sense to reward people for putting in a better effort, right? That's competitive games, so I get it. Yeah, I did over 1 million so far in points for the event. I think last I looked, we were in a steady 4th, nowhere near 3rd, right? Our goal is to be in the top 10. I think we've safely done that, so I'll feel good about a lot more people getting Ray than would have if we weren't in the top 10. I will admit, I do tend to like these events more than others, where you do something as a group that helps the collective. It's always nice when something you do also benefits 100 players, as far as that's a good feeling, you know? So I do kind of like that. So yeah, all of my stuff is done now. Tours are done. Showdown is done. So now it would just be trying to stay active. And I'm not claiming this because I want this to return to 800 shards after I get my Ray. So it'll just be try to do Showdown once in a while versus just let it sit so I can catch some defensive wins, because they add up. And there's an outside shot I could max it, which I would like that moment, because the moment is for my boy Foley. So I will probably try and stay active tonight off and on. You can see, like, these were a minute apart, but then I went like 8 minutes without one. These 3, 4 were a minute apart, and then I went 4 minutes without one. These were a minute apart, and then I went 4 minutes without one. These 3 were a minute apart, then I went 6 minutes without one. So you can, and then you know, like, you can get attacked fairly often, but I have big gaps between my attacks. I think Showdown active, Hoodie. That's my assumption. I don't know that that's for sure. Is it good? Let's look. I don't remember, to be honest. I just want it because it's got Foley. All color subs, more turns. Doesn't matter on any of these guys. I find that to be a negative for Foley. Moves that generate black will generate more in Showdown. Meh. Black gems do more damage. Meh. Feud, sub more turns. Meh. Multiply gems could certainly be good. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Could be good for Z-Taker, but he's not... No, he doesn't do multis. Never mind. No. No. I mean, if Foley's leech gems go up to like 400%, that might be fun, but I don't know that I would say good, so not really. And you can't see what it goes up to because I don't have it unlocked. I have loud, obnoxious sneezes, I'm sorry. So no, it's not really a good one. I think Jay is better, Bacchus. But I've heard some people like King Naka, but I think Jay is better. Jay also has potential with the tiara and even longer term potential with the drip plate. I didn't get to try it because he was removed from 6-star before I could, but I honestly think Jay triple black with the drip plate would have been ungodly good. I sadly never got to try it out though. My guess is it's probably might even be approaching Andre level. I don't know though. Leech gems 161%. Thanks, Flo. That's pretty good, but not enough to use that set. Maybe with the taker plate, which I have on him, maybe. There's... So, Bring His Glory, yeah, that's the hard part. You gotta, if you have to find a defense. Well, okay, first, you have to be in the right bracket, bucket, pool, whatever you want to call it. Second, you need something that looks beatable. And third, you need something that looks beatable, yet you win often. So that's the hard part. Yeah, not really one you'd use then, Derek. Too much. I think I got some Ray Tour stuff to do that expires Friday, since Showdown is done. This thing. Yeah, you might get attacked more. See how it goes. Which one ends Friday? This one. Should probably do this. Who's required? Oh, are you kidding me? I hate Triple H. Screw that. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. I'm lazy. I don't have to change anything. I'll maybe use Triple H on the last one. That's gonna take a minute, though. Go, go, Gadget Copter. That's ridiculous speed. She's a good option, Andre. So, Lady, I think the two options are China and Wendy that most people kick around. And for the guys, I think most people are Taker, Snoop, and Dusty. right? So if you have a Titan plate, I think Taker is an amazing choice and the best of the guys. Unless you have both gears for Snoop and a drip plate. If you're Flow and you have both of Yoko's gear and a 50% gem defense strap, you certainly can consider Yoko. 100%. Nice, McLovin. Congrats. So, Hoodie, I think Seth is the most versatile, Ray is the best coach, and KO has the most top end. Damage. It does, it sounds like a machine gun. Those special gems. So that's a tough question. And ultimately, which color is Ray genning? Is he green? I can't remember. What color does Ray generate? Is he green, blue, red? No, Bianca's red. Dom is... I can't remember. Steamboat's yellow. I think Dom helps Ray. Dom is blue? Yeah, Dom helps Ray. Ray is green. Alright. Effectively, does Ray matter on anyone right now? I mean, arguably Z-Taker, but Hoodie's not going to use Z-Taker, so I feel like that's a no. Other than Z-Taker, is there anyone it matters on? Right now. I'm sure it's likely to change, but I'm trying to think... Oh, it works on Dom. They work on each other. But Hoodie also isn't going to level Dom, probably, to play with. Either. So... Yeah, but are you going to take Dom to 6-star and use him? Probably not. You have all the techs. Correct. He has Razar, though. Ray works on Bianca. What does Bianca do with blue? I don't remember. I have her. How do I not know this? Yeah. So, nah, I mean, like, I don't think you're going to care about Ray early on. I want the bag, but I don't want to use Zombie Triple H. This is a problem. Marvel Snap is super fun. This is going to take a minute. We definitely can't autoplay it. If I do get a Tapjoy for that, I'll be sad because I would have blasted through that. I haven't looked at him forever. Bleed sub? Oh. You are not wrong. And then just the choose move. This is enough to load both of those. The speed up is bonkers. All right, Bob. Have a good day. Thank you for the raid. See you later. Hey, Evo. Yeah, the speed up is nuts. It saves time. That do be... Oh, and I have woods, too. Okay. This is all coming up aces. It's all coming up Millhouse. King of Kings pass, and then you get it free. Do you not have woods, Flo? How do I have woods and you not? You have way more cards than me. How is that even a thing? Oh, that's right. I got lucky on the stupid chests, too. The next month when they had the chest that gave out shards and you could potentially hit woods, I actually hit a useful one for once, and I kept getting woods. That's right. And Donjay missed by, like, 12 or something. And then he's got Super Stacy and I don't, so I, like, taunt him about woods, and he taunts me about Super Stacy. I mean, Theory's not really a big deal. Woods, I think, is cool, though. Actually, Theory's pretty good, but you have Cody, you have Umaga at Trickster, so you don't care. You have Umaga, right? I think you have Umaga. Umaga's ridiculous. I wish I had him. Yeah, what do you care about Tricksters? You got freaking Umaga. And you got Steamboat, so what do you care? You got the best two Tricksters. Number 1, clearly Umaga at 6-star. Number 2, easily Steamboat. So yeah, you got the best two, so what do you care about Theory? Is he even a useful coach? I don't even remember what he does. I don't think he's even a useful coach. Is he? Is he a useful coach? What does he do? No, he is useful. I just don't know what he does. Yeah, Theory's really good. The bleed's nice. He's just not Umaga. Oh, if you guys didn't see it, you guys probably didn't see it if you weren't on that stream. He hasn't taken him away. I don't have a strap equipped, but it doesn't matter. Oh, dear goodness. This is redonkulous right here. Absolutely ridiculous, because this generates blue. So you can get your traps out twice on turn 1, and then you blow up the whole board, and it does like 8 million in trap damage, and then 2.5 million in gem damage. So you end up hitting for like 10.5 million, 11 million. It's stupid. And most of the damage is the traps, so you won't need to max him at 6 or have max stars and stuff. Really, really good. Ridiculously good. It took a while to get there. You get him out twice. So you got like 26 of these out there, and maybe like 24 of those, and then you have all of these that getting broke too, 193k each, and you have like 16 of these, so they're right around 200k, and you have literally the whole board full. So you have like 40 of them at 200k a piece, which is 8 million, because you can get them out twice. Yeah, that's where we ended up getting at the end. Yep, it took a while to get there. We figured it out. You can do it easier with Santa Hogan, but you don't even need Santa Hogan to do it too, Jabroni. That's the crazy thing. So yeah, he's super good. I went ahead and used my 100 shards on the prize wall for him, so I'm 270 short. I hope 100 show up not this one, but the next, like the boss battle event in the store maybe, or something, like rewards some kind. And then in Spring Outbreak, maybe I'll get them. I'm playing the long game and hopefully getting them in Spring Outbreak. Because, you know, I don't think I'll get him. Alright. Let's rock the bleed, Daddy-o. Doink has low charge moves. I am gonna bring... I don't have a lot of red Show of Hearts. That's my low... yeah, whatever. Yeah, Show of Hearts. And let's go blue down purple. Just want to get this done with. Plenty of purple downs. Oh, you be quiet, Evo. You whale the prize wall. I think you'd need to spend You'd need to max the event, and you'd have to spend for those shards. So no way. Like, spend for the prize wall tokens. If they're even selling them, there's no way I could afford it. Yeah, not a chance. Are they selling the prize wall tokens themselves? There's no way. That leaderboard is going to be a bloodbath, probably. No thanks. I won't touch a leaderboard thing. Oh, no, no, no. Dang it. Oh, they recycle. No, he effing dodge, man. Effing dodge. Jeez. Oh, that's right. Skip turn. 5 match, not skip turn. 5 match. This is... I do not like playing at double speed, though. Ooh. It hurts my eyes. That's weird. I'm gonna look away while this happens. Yeah, me either. I hate dodge. It's rage-inducing. Like being stuck in traffic, but worse. Oh, well, we'll take that. Oh. These are all random, right? Doink is. If I remember right. Ooh, I really want to leave this. Maybe he'll leave the red for me. Yes, he will. Let's get greedy here. Let's cover up. Yeah, Evo. I'm so annoyed I just cascaded that there. Whatever. You too, man. Take it easy. Always good talking to you, Evo. You take care, buddy. I appreciate you. I don't know. I haven't claimed it, Hoodie, because I'm waiting to get the 5-star recruit. I'm not there yet, so I haven't claimed it yet. Okie dokie. Well, that didn't go as planned. We do get the red here at least, though, so that's good. That's weird. There almost always is. That's definitely weird. Hey, Gluis, how are you, man? Welcome in. I mean, technically, I think they do. Some of the classes have a really high crit chance, and things like that. I think they all have something. Just not all of them are that noticeable. slash rage inducing. Got it. Good. He just got home from the hospital today, like 20 minutes before stream, and he's doing really well. Thank you for asking. That's been really good. All right, we got the Ray bag. Yays. I gotta feel like he was Scon. He definitely looks like... he also looks like the Twisted Metal Clown. Yeah, he should. Thank you. Sweet Tooth. That's the name I'm looking for. Sweet Tooth, yeah. Stop looking at me, clown. Alright, we can autoplay this crap. And I think Skull King Triple H can autoplay this build for hard. You should be able to get through that. So, the double speed, you need the King of Kings pass. And then it's free for tours. There's one for Showdown, I think it's $5, not buying it. But you need the King of Kings pass. You know, so that completely useless pass, you need that. What? How is he not? Oh man, did I not have the right trainers on him? Well, Showdown would have been even easier. Am I missing one of the blues? I think I am. Because he should go off turn 1. Oh well, whatever. Yep. I imagine they'll charge more for the feud one because people will pay it. This guy won't. I'm not paying for speed up. Nope. You know, before this ridiculously crazy kick-out buff, I always contended that Showboat should have a kick-out boost, because it never made sense to me that your highest health class, who hung their hat on having the most HP, that was the thing, never got a chance to use it because they couldn't kick out of a wet paper bag. Like, I always contended that they should get a kick-out boost. Or what was the point of all those hit points? They didn't really matter. Now it doesn't matter because everyone kicks out of everything, but... That's 6-star. Everyone kicks out of everything. Oh. I wonder what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm kind of hungry. Definitely hungry. What are you guys having for dinner? You might have already ate. Yeah. Well, 5-star gold female. I didn't have one until shortly before 6-star release. I waited forever to take one to gold, and I'm pretty sure it was Wendy. Hall of Fame Wendy, I'm like 99%, 95, 90, 30, I'm not sure at all. I think it was Hall of Fame Wendy. On the guy side, It was Steamboat Dragon. The technician. Much like this one, the first MLC to come out, I took the chase card to 5-star gold. So Tech Steamboat was my first 5-star gold. And this one, Gable, was my first 6-star. The MLC chase. Usually when they come out with a new tier, the first kind of batch of cards seems like it's generally pretty well geared towards the new tier. Not always, but usually. Yeah, Stacy's probably the best lady feuder. At least one of them in the game, bring his glory. She gets even better at 6-star. Nice! Barbecue waffle fries, sausage sandwich with cheese, grilled pork chops, Chinese. Any of that sounds good to me. I'm not sure what you're asking, ID. Yeah, I used him for quite a long time, Gluis. He was really good for me. I was very happy with that choice. Gable, the kick-out buff really hurt him a lot, but I'm not unhappy with it because he is a very, very strong boss battle healer. And you can still win. It's just slower. You definitely don't take damage with him. So, but Steamboat actually probably held up better. I don't think anyone saw, yeah, Flo. I told you, I wasn't kidding when I said he almost died. That's unreal, right? That's not an exaggeration. I don't think, I mean, they've buffed kickouts before. They added perks in for kickouts, steps, that kind of stuff. But I don't think any of us could have predicted kickout boost on the level we see, where it's 80 times the gem level, 80, 80. And even at 25% life, it's still 15 times. I don't think any of us could have predicted that at 80, 14, and 15 for the levels. That's kind of unreal. So, wonder, that probably is partly my own fault for making that stupid video where he won against a 6-star Brock at level 1 with just one move leveled. It's probably my own fault. Or 2 moves leveled, whatever it was. Probably shouldn't have done that. It was fun though. Literally, probably the most fun video I ever made, so. But that probably didn't help. Now, so, had a buddy that ran him with the stun build in feud. You can work, stun and sub around and stuff. They are, Miller. Games are supposed to be fun. And I mean, like, I'm sure we'll see swings of some kind too. Marlo, yeah, here. If you bought the King of Kings pass, it requires you to have the King of Kings pass. It says in game, but not on the portal. And then you click this jobby here once you're in the match. Did I just decide to go through all these with Taker, not paying attention? I think I did. Brilliant. Whatever. Stream time's about over anyway, and I am super hungry. So, here. Oh, don't stop. You click this. They did that once before, Hoodie, where they didn't give out a strap for the chase and they gave out one for the free in that milestone once before. I don't remember exactly when. You have the King of Kings pass, Marlo? Because they do require you to have the King of Kings pass. Oh yeah, Gluis. Nothing better than that, man. Showdown's been a joy. But I do want the prize at the end of the rainbow. Yeah, then have you tried rebooting? I'm assuming you've tried rebooting. Then it seems like you're jacked up, buddy. I don't know what support will be able to do, but definitely try it. Oh, nice. Use that. That's a good one. Anyone really streaming? I'll probably default Dan is probably who I'll raid. He's really freaking good, actually. Okay, so the last thing, Goldie streaming? I don't see Goldie on. Did she just go live? Why does she not show up on my live? Mine usually lags a little bit. Okay. Mine usually lags like a little bit behind. Cool. Definitely raid Goldie if she just went live. No question. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Marlo, you could also try reinstalling too. Just make sure you're linked and stuff, and that's not an issue for you. But you can try reinstalling. Also, try playing on the portal and see if it's active on the portal too. That might help. Maybe. I don't know why. Question mark? It still doesn't show her live on my screen. That is super annoying. I'm gonna go there manually and then... Why does it do that to me? Actually, I want to know why. Follow way too many people for raiding purposes. I wish you could favorite people that you like to raid so they go to the top. Holy heck, have I really followed? What is this? Jeez, there it is. I didn't know she was live! I would always raid Goldie. Cut me some slack. She is my work wife. You guys are crazy. You're crazy, dog. Alright, thanks for being on, guys. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. So we'll do it again Thursday before we find out who the weekend card is. My prediction, let me make sure there's been nothing said in any confidential room so people think if I got it right, that I'm, not that there's ever anything in that room anymore anyway. There's not. Okay. My prediction is Showboat, Zombie, HBK. 100%. That's my prediction. Thanks, Scon. You guys take care. I leave you in good hands. Have a good night. Appreciate y'all.